Hey guys, we are here to check out the incredible homes Luminary at Outlook by Tri Pointe here in Winchester. These homes are very, very affordable, starting in the low 500s. We'll talk details on pricing here shortly. We've got single-story homes with tons of options, add a bedroom, add a bathroom, you name it, they will do it here. I really, really love the model homes here at Tri Pointe. Can't wait to show them off. Hey guys, I'm Andrew Lewis, your local Temecula Valley realtor, and this channel is dedicated to all things living in the Temecula Valley, from new construction tours to neighborhood spotlights to things coming here to the valley. I want you and your family to know exactly what it's like living here before you make the move. Thanks for tuning in today. Let's go check out the models. Welcome to the Alder floor plan. This one is 1,569 square feet. It is either 2 or 3 bedrooms, depending on your choice, and 2 bathrooms. Let's go check it out. One of my favorite things inside of this home is this gigantic open space. We've got the kitchen, which leads to the dining room, which leads to the living room. There's tons of space. It feels bright and open and has plenty of room for entertaining. Next up, we've got this optional 3rd bedroom right here. Right now they have it set up as an office, so it's great if you work from home and only need 2 other bedrooms. Otherwise, you convert this into a 3rd bedroom and you've got yourself a nice little 3-bed, 2-bath. First up, we've got the Mariposa floor plan. This is 1,758 square feet. It's a 3-bedroom with the option of either 2 or 3 bathrooms. Let's head inside and check it out. One of my favorite features inside of this home is how far, come on, how far away the master bedroom is from all of the other bedrooms. Check it out. My next favorite feature here is inside of the guest bedroom, the optional 3rd bath inside of this floor plan. It's an amazing feature that allows you to have guests have their own private bathroom. Next up, we've got the Holly floor plan, 1,941 square feet. Again, more options inside of this one. It is 3 to 4 bedrooms and 2 to 3 bathrooms, depending on what you choose. Let's head inside. My first favorite feature here is actually right inside the entry. You just walk through the front door right there, and you've actually got this like nook space right in the entryway. A lot of times we see this as like a skinny, narrow spot, but this is a great spot for a table just like this, maybe a bench for people to put their shoes on and off. Just some great room with endless opportunity. One of my favorite features here is this little room right here. Check it out. This is perfect for a home office. You don't need a ton of space. You just need somewhere that you look really good on a Zoom call, and this is perfect for it. Next up, we've got the Torrey. This is 2,216 square feet. This one's a 2-story. You've got an option between 4 and 5 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. Let's head in. favorite features is the gigantic windows here in the primary bedroom. Who doesn't like a window with a view? Check it out. One of my favorite features here at this house is, normally I say inside this house, but is actually outside this house. It is this covered patio. It is available, an add-on to this home, but it is actually stucco. It's not wood. You don't have to worry about the building materials, and provides plenty of shade for those warm summer afternoons. So now that we've seen some of those beautiful homes, Luminary at Outlook by Tri Pointe in Winchester, that's a mouthful. Now that we've seen those beautiful homes, this is where we get down to the nitty-gritty of what to expect when it comes to buying inside of this community. We're gonna talk about the pros, the cons, the prices, the floor plans. We're gonna talk about what you'll get as far as amenities within the community, and really just give you an idea of what it's gonna be like before you make the move here, or before you even consider touring any of these homes with us in person. So let's dive into some of those details. So let's start off first and foremost with the pros of living here inside of this community. First of all, it's going to be the prices. This is one of the most affordable communities here in the area as far as single family homes go. And so this is going to be one of those areas that you definitely want to target. And I would say is an area that you're going to get the most bang for your buck. We'll talk about that a little bit more in just a few moments, but the prices are absolutely amazing, and we'll talk details on those as well shortly. Now, I would also say that there is a really wide range of homes. We're talking like 1,500 square feet to 2,700 square feet. So you can go from small starter home, 2 bedrooms, all the way up to something much, much bigger. And the cool thing with this builder is you've got a lot of options. You can add bedrooms, take bedrooms away, make it an office, make it a loft, add a bathroom. There's a lot that you can do with these homes, when typically most homes that we tour, you're gonna get just exactly what the floor plan is, and that's that. But here you've actually got some cool options for bedrooms and bathrooms to make it what you want it. Now let's talk about some of the cons, or things to actually just consider before moving here. Number one is gonna be, it's a little bit more of a remote location. So this is Winchester, California, and this is just being a newly developed area. This for a long time has just been wide open land with absolutely nothing out there, big ranches and things like that over time. And it's just now starting to be developed. So this is an area that does not currently have a ton of shopping or restaurants. You're gonna have to drive a little bit to get to anything that you really need as far as your shopping and Targets and grocery stores and restaurants and things like that. So a little bit more of a remote location, but I do expect over time that that's going to improve. And now also I would say that another downside to living here is just a few amenities. We're gonna talk about that here in just a moment, but you're not gonna get a whole lot for what you're going to give into it as far as your monthly HOA payment goes. So here's the part of the video where we talk about all of those great amenities living inside of the community. Here, Luminary at Outlook by Tri Pointe, you get a park. That's it. Like I said, it's gonna be a con to living here in the area. In this neighborhood, you're only going to get a park. So maybe you don't have kids, maybe you don't even care about a park, but that's all you're going to get. There's no community pool, there's no clubhouse, there's no walking trails, hiking trails, anything like that. You just get the park. So not a flaw for everybody. It does actually keep your HOA payment down, which we'll talk about here in just a moment. So all you're gonna get on the amenity side is just a little itty bitty park. Now let's move on to taxes and HOA. So if this is your first time watching a video here on our channel, the taxes and HOA can vary greatly from community to community, and that can really ramp up your monthly payment. You may have a home that is, $500,000 here, and then go directly across the street to another $500,000 home, but it could cost you $300 to $400 extra per month because of property taxes. So that's an important thing to take into account. When it comes to property taxes for this community, you are talking a 2% tax rate. Now, property taxes in our area can range anywhere from 1.1% to about 2.3, 2.4%. So this is on the mid to high range, a little bit more on the high range side of things as far as property taxes go, but that's very, very common with new construction. So to figure out exactly what you'd be paying in property taxes, pretty simple. You're gonna take your purchase price, you're going to multiply that by 2%. That's going to tell you what you're going to pay annually in property taxes. Now, most of you guys are probably going to impound those property taxes into your monthly payment. So you've got your principal and interest, and they're gonna wanna add in those property taxes. So take that property tax number, divide it by 12, throw that into your monthly payment, and that is what your actual mortgage monthly payment will look like when living here inside of the community. Now, why are the taxes so high? That's because this is a newly developed area. And so those taxes are not just wasted dollars. Sure, we can debate here on the channel about whether it's being used for the right things, but that's gonna go into some infrastructure for the area. It's going to go towards your schools and your roads and your police and fire department and future parks in the area. That's what all of those things are for, bringing in utilities, things like that. So it is a little bit higher. It's not necessarily wasted money, but again, I told you I thought this was a great area of bang for the buck. It's going to grow over time, so will those values, and the property tax is gonna help make sure the area gets developed properly. Now let's move on to the HOA payment. I told you all you're gonna get is a little itty bitty park. Well, you're only going to be paying $40 a month for that. So that is a pro. Really, there's a lot of HOAs in the area that you could be paying $100, $150, $200 for about the same amenities and really nothing else. So it's a great HOA payment for you. It's as low as they pretty much get. Really the lowest I've ever seen in the area was like $20 a month. So this is on the very, very low side. You get the park, you're gonna have someone to make sure that they don't paint your neighbor's house yellow or purple, if they're Lakers fans. I've seen it happen before, so don't laugh. But they're gonna make sure that things look nice in the neighborhood and maintain some of those common grounds. Now let's move on to pricing. First and foremost, let me say two things about pricing. Number one, I don't love giving specific pricing here on the channel because over time, those prices change. So if this is the price currently as of right now, as of the time of recording, it's going to change over time. If you want up-to-date pricing, give me a call, reach out to my team. We will get you current pricing for these homes, or feel free to shoot us a message or leave a comment below. Now also, this is just the base price. If you want any sort of upgrades, if you want it to look like these model homes that we just toured, you can expect that price to go up. And depending on the lot you choose, if it's got a view or if it's a bigger lot, a corner lot on the cul-de-sac, you may be paying even more for that. So keep that in mind as we approach the price topic here. So now we've actually got 5 plans we're gonna go through here as far as what that pricing looks like. And I'm gonna use some notes here, so forgive me because there's a lot of amenities and options to each one of these. So the plan number 1 is the Alder floor plan. This is the 2 to 3 bedroom, right? 2 bathroom, 1,569 square foot floor plan, is currently selling for $519,000. Next, we move on to the Mariposa. That is the plan 2, which is a 3 bed, 2 to 3 bathrooms. So you have the option to add that bathroom we discussed in the video. That is 1,758 square feet, currently selling for $534,000. I don't know anywhere else in our area you can get a 3 bed, 2 bath house for $534,000 in that square footage range. So really great price. Next up is the Holly, which is the plan 3. You've got 3 to 4 bedroom option, 2 to 3 bathroom option, 1,941 square feet, currently selling at $549,000. Next up, the Torrey, the plan 4, 4 to 5 bedrooms, 3 bathroom option, 2,216 square feet, is going for $578,000. And last but not least, the granddaddy, the Willow floor plan, plan 5, 5 to 6 bedrooms, 3 to 4 bathrooms, depending on your needs, 2,532 square feet, all the way up to 2,775, depending on how you have that one built, $624,000 currently. So that is really great pricing for as big of a house you're going to get for that price. All right, let's move on to schools. If you've got little ones here in the area, you'll want to know where they're going to school. And if you watched any of these other new construction videos about Winchester, you're gonna know what I'm about to say. The schools here are a little bit lower rated than what we typically see in the Temecula Valley. Most often schools are rated, and we use greatschools.org for our grading system. And these schools typically are scored from 1 to 10, and Temecula Valley is notorious for being like 7 and above with most schools. What we're gonna see here today, total together barely gets to that 7 mark, but that is because I told you this was an underdeveloped area for a very, very long time, and the school system just didn't have the tax dollars to get them where they needed to be. So I expect over time these scores to rise, but it's up to you and your family whether it's worth it for you right now. So if you're going to elementary school, you've got Winchester Elementary. That is rated a 3 out of 10 on the greatschools.org chart. Next up for junior high, middle school, you've got Rancho Viejo Middle School, and that is going to be a 4 out of 10 on the greatschools.org chart. And lastly, you've got Taquis High School, and that is a 5 out of 10 on the chart. So again, lower scores than we typically see. Over time, I'm expecting those to grow, but I can't promise you that. So up to you to weigh that out before you actually make that move. Next up, 2 tips for you on buying new construction, and we'll go over a little bit on each of those here. Number 1 is you need to choose your representation before visiting the sales office. Let me just caveat this with saying, I don't work for these builders. These are not my companies. I'm a real estate agent and I'm providing you this information. My team and myself would love the opportunity to represent you through the purchase. Before you ever visit one of these construction communities, you need to choose an agent, sign your agreement with your agent, because buyer agency is now required to establish a written agreement beforehand, and then we can walk you into that sales office, and then we can be your representation. If you walk into that office without a real estate agent, you have lost the opportunity to have your representation, or at least to have your agent compensated, and you may actually have to pay an agent outside of that. Now, the builder pays the compensation, so don't worry about that, but you have to bring us in with you on that very first time so we can negotiate for you. If you don't, the sales office will represent you, and guess who signs their paycheck, right? The builder does, and that's who they are negotiating with and negotiating for, because they pay their check at the end of the day and they get commissions and bonuses based off of how they work you as the client. Bring us in, let us negotiate for you to make sure that you're getting the best possible price, the best possible upgrades, freebies thrown in there, as well as getting you on the VIP list early. So bring us with you, call, text, schedule some time for a Zoom call, and my team will help you get that set up. Now, the second thing to be prepared for when you're walking into that new construction sales office is that they're going to present you with the opportunity to use their preferred lender. And guess what? It is well worth it to use their preferred lender. I have lenders that I work with all the time and would love for you to experience the great customer service that they offer. However, when it comes to using the builder's lender, they work in some crazy incentives for you that most lenders just cannot touch. This could be $10,000 to $15,000 worth of upgrades or closing costs, things like that thrown into the deal for you. And so you should expect that you're probably just gonna end up using the builder's lender, which we can't promise is gonna be the best customer service experience, but it's gonna get you the deal that you're really looking for. So be prepared for that. You will have to cross-qualify or submit your application with that lender regardless, even if you're already qualified with another lender. So be prepared for that, but they're gonna make the deal so sweet, it's almost, you'd be crazy to walk away from it unless your lender can match it themselves. So expect those 2 things when it comes to walking into that sales office. All right, that is it for our breakdown of this community, Luminary at Outlook by Tri Pointe in Winchester, California. Great little community, little itty bitty park, great prices, a lot of bang for your buck inside of this area in this community. So I hope you enjoyed today's content. If you did, go ahead and hit that like button. Leave a comment below. Any questions you have about the community here, what the current prices are, any questions you have about moving to the Temecula Valley in general, leave a comment there. We monitor those daily and we will get right back to you. And as always, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future content. You can always follow me on Instagram at TheRealAndrewLewis. If you've got any questions, we are here for you. Schedule a meeting with us. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.